If you compare the two works, on my left, your right.
The evening sale is a sort of our repository, our venue for masterpieces from the Impressionist and Modern category, which traditionally is European art created between about 1860 and 1960. As a value threshold, works in this sale tend to be over $1 million and can, as you know, go up to over $100 million. We have, in this particular sale, 53 lots. The highest estimate is for the Monet scene of Charing Cross Bridge, which is $20 to $30 million.
This is 12 glass of water.
Well, I think that the Impressionist and Modern category probably contains the names that people are most familiar with. Right? The sort of person who doesn't know much about art has probably heard of Pablo Picasso. I think that in this particular season, we have works which we've never really seen the likes of before. I particularly feel that way about the Gustave Caillebotte painting, which is behind me. He's an artist that I find to be very, very interesting, and I think that for a lot of people who enjoy Impressionist painting, people who are fans of Monet or fans of Renoir, they should know more about Caillebotte, and this is a great opportunity to see a real masterpiece by the artist, which otherwise you'd really have to go to a museum to be able to see.
And what's fascinating is that a great number of paintings in the exhibition, when you look at this picture through the lens of today, it still was also a painter. Casa was embroiled in a lover's dispute.
Twice a year for the Contemporary Art Department, we bring the very best in New York in May and November. We're in November this season, and so we're going to be concentrating and offering to the public on view for 2 weeks what we feel is the very best of what the market can offer right now, from Mark Rothko to Kerry James Marshall. Willemde Kooning Untitled 22 from 1977 with an estimate of $25 to $35 million is a really rare example of what is probably the very best of the late years for Willemde Kooning.
The play of Ruscha is the word and what the word evokes to you. Radio is, as you can hear, I'm not native. Radio is a word that works in most languages that we know. If it's Spanish, Italian, German, English, it's always radio. So it tells you, you don't need to speak the language, but you still get it. And Ruscha probably didn't plan that this word is going to be so big, but he drove from Oklahoma to California and listened to the radio in his car. And that's what this emotion about this painting is. This painting is estimated at $30 to $40 million. I am convinced it will break the record price for Ed Ruscha. I'm convinced it's going to be one of those paintings that we will talk about after the auctions. when you hear on the television that there is a recession looming, who knows what's happened, it makes sellers more reluctant to sell. Just a natural fear is like, do I really want to sell? Nobody knows, but do I really want to sell into it? What the key information is though, as you said, the buyers are there. If you bring the quality and you can look at it throughout, even in the biggest recessions, even when we got really hit hard globally in 2008, 2009, if great works come up and you can pick them out, they make the same prices as if it was the height of the market.